Well, you may not know this, but today, August 7th, is National Lighthouse Day. This is a day that honors the historical, symbolic significance of lighthouses as beacons of hope and guidance and resilience.
And this one looks phenomenal, and it's here in our area, Northeast Ohio. It's the perfect day to bring you the next story in our Beyond the Listing series, where we highlight unique homes and hidden gems across our region. And that certainly includes the Fairport Harbor West Breakwater Lighthouse.
Yeah. At 100 years old, it's more than just a historic structure on Lake Erie. This is someone's home, their summer home, and a remarkable story of restoration.
From the outside, it's a bit of a mystery. A lone structure, painted crisp white, its bright red roof surrounded by the swells of Lake Erie.
This building really belongs to the community. It's a symbol of Lake County.
But step inside the Fairport Harbor West Breakwater Lighthouse, and you'll find it is filled with stories and even a few hidden treasures.
This is original to the lighthouse. There are 3 levels of cast iron stairs.
Each step connecting 100 years of history and keepers who lived there to the woman who now calls it her summer home. Owner Sheila Consaul is captivated by its craftsmanship.
We could not manufacture these today. It would be too expensive and too difficult.
Restoring this 5-story, off-the-grid landmark was no easy feat. It once had no power, no running water, and the only way to get groceries? A half-mile walk.
So I bring my groceries as much as I need for a day or two in a backpack. Doesn't sound terrible until you realize it's about 4 inches of sand.
It's a labor of love that began 14 years ago.
I love historic preservation, renovation, and I wanted to find something unique on the water, and I heard that the government was auctioning off lighthouses.
In 2011, she won the bid. Ever since, Sheila's returned each summer from Washington, D.C. to Fairport Harbor, preserving what time and weather had worn down.
This one was very large and had not been lived in 60 years. So it needed everything. It needed, utilities, paint, furniture, appliances, kitchen, everything you can imagine. It had been completely stripped.
Bringing the century-old structure back to life took years of hard work and a little creative vision.
This brick is exposed really because the plaster was just falling off the wall. People pay a lot of money for this. Restaurants pay a lot of money for this. So I like to call it Lighthouse Industrial Faux.
I love it!
It took 70 gallons of marine-grade paint to revive the exterior and 90 more to cover the interior's 5 levels, which include 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a kitchen, dining, and living space.
These walls are what are called stamped plaster. So they put plaster on here and then stamp it to look like subway tile. So when I did the shower, I made sure to do the white subway tile to match that.
And at the very top, the views from the Widow's Walk are breathtaking.
This is just peaceful.
It is very peaceful.
But this isn't just a home. The lighthouse still functions as an active aid to navigation.
There's a couple of important things up here. Of course, the beacon, which is in the lantern room, that's now a modern beacon. It comes on every night at dusk, goes off at dawn. There's also a National Weather Service weather station up there, and you can see real-time weather information. And then there's our foghorn. The foghorn still does work.
Do they give you a heads up?
No, they don't.
They don't? So you could just be cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. And it goes off. Yeah.
But it's not always foghorns.
Oh, they're having fun?
Great Escape.
The Great Escape. It's kind of like you.
Yeah.
Your Great Escape from D.C. to Ohio.
Exactly, absolutely.
An annual escape Sheila relishes because while she may be the keeper of the lighthouse, she considers herself to be a steward to the people who love it.
And it's sort of the ultimate summer home. I mean, it is stunningly beautiful here in Northeast Ohio, in the middle of Lake Erie. It's a fascinating place to be in the summer and just watch how life works here. I hope it will be here another 100 years, and I hope what I have done is to keep it going and keep it available for the community.
And it's funny because when we were there, you could see people, they come up and they walk around it and wonder, can I go in? What's going on? This lighthouse celebrated its 100th birthday in June. So now Sheila's focus is on sustainability, harnessing Lake Erie's wind and sun to power the lighthouse for generations to come. If you do want to visit, and there are a lot of people that do, Sheila hosts an annual open house each June, and she does arrange private tours by request. In fact, she says she gives a tour maybe once a day. So if you're interested, you can find her on Instagram.
And I am very interested.
Okay.
A labor of love is the perfect way to put that.
She loves this place and she loves the community that surrounds it because the community really values that land.
An amazing project. We love to see that. Amazing.